Hello, my name is Amy Sturkey. I am a pediatric physical therapist, and I'm here with a teddy bear right now. And I'm talking about my series on torticollis. And I'm talking about now the muscle function scale. And this is a test that's used to assess the lateral flexion or side bending strength of a baby's head and neck. So on this test, it's important because when you look at the side strength of the neck on a typically developing baby, they should be the same on both sides. But a child who has torticollis, where you have tightness in the neck muscle of the sternocleidomastoid on one side or the other, there tends to be a difference in the side strength of the head and neck and side bending. So the way that you test this is you hold a baby and you put them on their side and you hold them there for 5 seconds. You tend to reach between their legs and hold them. And the way you score this is a 6-point scale. If the child's head is down relative to their lateral midline, then they get 0 points. If a child has their head in line with their body at the end of that 5 seconds, they get 1 point. If their head is slightly above the lateral midline, 0 to 15 degrees above the lateral midline, then they get 2 points. If their head is 15 to 45 degrees above the lateral midline, they get 3 points. If their head is 45 to 75 degrees above the lateral midline, they get 4 points. And if their head is within 75 degrees or 90 degrees of upright, then they get 5 points. So it's a 6-point scale with 0 being one of the scores. And you do that on both sides with a child. And again, typically developing child, those numbers are going to be about the same on both sides. And with a child who has torticollis, they tend to have a difference of 2 to 3 degrees between the two to 3 points between the two different sides. So in typical development, a child who is 2 months old, and that's the beginning of when you can do this test, is at 2 months of age, then they tend to score 0 to 2 points. A child who is 4 months old tends to have a score of 1 to 5 points. A child who is 6 months old tends to have a score of 2 to 5 points. And a kid who is 10 months old tends to have a score of 3 to 5 points. So this is a test that is commonly done and is recommended to do with children who have torticollis. And I like doing this test when I see children at least once a month for torticollis, just so I can see how the lateral strength in the child is improving over time, so I can see it as a way to document progress. I hope this is helpful. We're going to try this with some babies so you can see how it works with an actual child and not a teddy bear. Okay, here we have Bodhi, and Bodhi is 2 months old, so we're going to see what happens. So I'm holding up Bodhi. I can go between his legs and take him on his side. And 1,001, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'd say he's about level with the side, so that would be a score of 1. Going through the legs, coming through. All right, Bodhi. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and he started off a little head, but it looked like his head might have been just a little above the lateral midline, so that would be a score of 2. So a 2-month-old should have a score of 0 to 2, so he put a little check beside that for Bodhi. So we'll see another baby next. Okay, now we have Winston, and Winston is 3 months old, and we're going to see what his muscle function score is. So remember, we're going to take him on his side. We're going to hold him there for 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, it looks like his head is in line with his body, not down lower. Maybe a little lower. There you go. There you go. About in line with his body. Let's see what the other side is. This side looks stronger. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's why you hold it for 5 seconds. It's in line with his body again. Maybe a little above right there. Let's come over here. And a little above. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So If 0 is below midline, 1 is even with midline, just a little above on both sides for him. So he scores as a 2. He's 3 months old, so that makes good sense. A 2-month-old scores 0 to 2, but a 4-month-old scores 1 to 5. So he's right in the normal range. And what you want to see with typical development is on both sides, they score about the same. And now we have Ophelia. And Ophelia is 3.5 months old. So let's just see how Ophelia does. You ready, Ophelia? Let's come right through the middle. I see. Ready? And then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So she started up pretty high. There you go. So probably just above midline. So maybe a score of 2. And let's go the other way. All right, Ophelia. Wow, she starts off very high. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whoa, that's right in there. It's probably just above 2 to 3-ish. Her neck is really strong. So she's a 3.5-month-old. You can see how her scores are different than the babies before. We had Bodhi, who was just 2 months old, and then 3 months old, and now 3.5 months old. Okay, now we're revisiting magically with the passage of time, the muscle function scale with Bodhi now that he's 4 months old. So let's see. We're going to take him onto his right side. And he looks like his head is above 45 degrees as I hold him here for 5 seconds. Scoring a 4 on the muscle function scale, so above 45 degrees, but not quite 75 degrees. Same thing other side. Look how good. In 1 month, his head has changed. His head is above 45 degrees again, not quite 75. So he scores a 4 on the muscle function scale now. Way to go, Bodhi. I hope this is helpful for you just to see a muscle function scale with younger babies, and we'll look forward to seeing you next time. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye. If you liked this video and would like to be notified by email when the next video comes out, click the subscribe button here and click the golden bell icon and ensure notifications are enabled on your account.